In this video, you will see how I quickly construct this perspective drawing, and I will also talk about a few simple and very useful principles of freehand drawing that will improve your illustrations and your urban sketches. So here we have a picture from Italy. Although we could make this drawing a 2-point perspective, I'm going to draw it using 1-point perspective now. The easiest way is to start by placing the horizon line and vanishing point. The vanishing point is a dot on the horizon line where all the lines converge and seem to meet. Okay, now that we have the vanishing point placed on the horizon line, we can start drawing the main lines of the composition. Columns and windows of the shops on the left, the beautiful arc-shaped ceiling and the other entrance we are facing on the other side. After we sketch the main construction, we can take each area of the composition at a time and further add elements to it. Vertical lines from reality remain vertical on the drawing, but all these parallel lines converge to the vanishing point. So these shops and columns give a specific rhythm, as you can see. They each represent a module, a repeating module that fits inside a bigger rectangle. The drawing process becomes much simpler if we place complex elements into simple shapes. So I start by drawing in perspective one of these rectangular modules, and then by using the diagonals I can place the next modules correctly in perspective. So what I do here is that I draw a diagonal from the lower corner of the previous module through the middle of the vertical line of the next module. And where this line intersects with the upper line, the one that converges to the vanishing point is the place where the vertical edge of the next module will be. And then I repeat this process until I have enough modules sketched. So as you see, with the help of diagonals, we now have a row of rectangles that are sketched proportionally following the same 1-point perspective. So this was the construction part of the sketch. We can now start drawing the arches. I will start by drawing the first arc inside the initial rectangle that we have constructed in perspective. I first draw the diagonals inside the upper square to find its center. I also sketch a conversion line through this intersection point because the center of all the other arches will also be placed on the same converging line. Now I'm just drawing the arc inside this shape. Here above the arc, we have this beautiful window with many decorative elements that also seem to become smaller and smaller as they are further away from us. Now I'm just continuing the same way with the rest of the arches, starting with the center by placing the diagonals, then drawing the arch inside this shape, suggesting its depth, and continuing down with the column. We can start to notice the foreshortening effect of the perspective. We see less and less of the arches. The last one are so small that we don't really need to sketch them. Do you see how everything relates and one element helps in sketching the next one and so on? It's because all elements are connected between them. They are not isolated objects in space. Now it's time to quickly draw a few people. I will place some small round shape to show their heads and then their bodies. I am adding the last details. I really hope this video was useful to you and that you have learned a lot about how to do a simple drawing using one-point perspective, about how to start constructing your scene with simple shape and then build on top of them. And even if you want to paint, you can use these informations to construct your drawing. You draw the general lines and then paint on it and add details on it. Let me know in the comment below if this video was useful to you and if you have further questions or suggestions for future video. In the meantime, you can check some videos I shared before about rapid sketching and perspective. Take care and see you in the next video.